Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, Mr. CDP. It's Wednesday the 28th of June. We've got quite a lot of new mods. We've got packs galore, we've got an entire farm, and we've got some updates. But I am going to say this now, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. I will explain what that problem is when we get to it. The map East Vineland, New Jersey, USA by Mac Trucker 921 has had an update. It does not need a new save game. The map The Three Small Farms by JC Fracasse and Fred Fracasse has had an update, and it doesn't say whether it needs a new save game or not. Then we've got the Case IH Axial Flow 250 series by Custom Modding, the DF M2680 by Deus Volt, the John Deere HD50F Articulated by Agro Tonho, the Lizard 45143A by Army Hail, the Lizard 55102 by Army Hail, the Lizard 55111 by Army Hail. We've then got the Lizard Rumbler Van by DD Mod Passion, the Sodimac Pack by Universe Simu Modding, the Carlbacher Winter Equipment by ITS, the Multi-Fruit Container and IT Runner Pack by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding, Sir, the Thuringian Farm Set by Castor DS Agro Service, the Old Garage by 750 Ti Modding and Mikhail LS, and the Wood Storage by Vanquish 081 have all had updates. I'm going to start with these two in front of me. To our left, we've got the Balefork 100. This is by Fendty and L Hacker 123. 0.51 megabytes download, one slot on console. You will find it under front-loaded tools. But yes, there it is. 400 to buy. Slot count was only one anyway. We can change the main colour, which changes the back framework, and the design colour changes the tines. And it works. Well, it's a Balefork. There's no straps or anything like that on it. It raises and lowers with the front loader or the front loader vehicle, whatever you're using, and it will impale a bale and pretty much anything else you want to impale, I guess. That's the Balefork 100 by Fendty L Hacker 123. Next we've got this. This is the Lizard BoxSmart by BenjiFS. 2.42 megabytes download, 3 slots on console. It's not as smart as you might originally think. This you'll find this under weights out on the end. Slot count comes down from 3 to 1. We've got standard, we've got diamond plate, we've got main colour, does all of that, and design colour does all of that. It comes palletised, and it is in essence a front weight. The description is interesting because you get it and you think, oh, that's pretty cool, it's a little box, it'll have straps and that kind of stuff. And the description says the new Lizard BoxSmart weight box is available with a Cat 2 linkage, LED work lights, yes, and top-loading side tool cabinets with an empty weight of 400 kilograms. The box is mainly for carrying tools and other items of use. But as it stands, as it is just a weight. The box doesn't have an option to open or close. So in essence, it is a weight, just a slightly more fancy looking one with LED lights. That's the Lizard BoxSmart by BenjiFS. Moving on from there. Over here we've got the Drive-Thru Log Shed. This is by BK Mods. It is 12.7 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. 15,000 to buy. Slot count will come down to 1. The lighting on it is automatic. You'll find it under build mode and sheds. As you can see, it's a log shed. And you can drive through it. Drive-through log shed. Like I say, lighting is automatic. 15 grand. Slot count will come down to 1. The Drive-Through Log Shed by BK Mods. Next to this, we've got the Vehicle Storage with Workshop. Oh, the dreaded MOT. This is by MSModding. It is 10.29 megabytes download, 39 slots on console, 25,000 to buy. You'll find it under build mode and tools. Just there. Slot count will come down to 2. Nice bit of decoration around it with some bins and things like that. Roller shutter door that opens with our workshop trigger inside. Cones can be moved out of the way for putting vehicles in. I think they will reset themselves when you do it, and as we get inside you'll see turn shed lights on with our trigger just there, and a bit more decoration around the sides. As far as I can tell, I've been around it, because sometimes you get mods like this and it'll have the option to remove decoration inside. I don't think it does, as far as I can tell. That's it, but nicely made, nicely detailed. The vehicle storage with workshop by MSModding. Next we move on to this, and we've got the first of our packs. I said it was packs galore. This is the Wooden Shed Pack 2 by VX Mapping, 23.59 megabytes download. We've got 6 in this pack, and I've just realised something I've forgotten to do. It's alright, we'll go into it later on. If we go into here and we go to our sheds, so we are starting here with this one. So this is the phytosanitary shed, 255,000. Slot count on that is 36, and that then comes down to 2, as you can see. It says 220,000 litres. We'll have a look at that in a moment. We'll walk around them all, but we can fill this up with herbicide and liquid fertiliser. The herbicide is at the front. No, the herbicide is at the back. Liquid fertiliser at the front is where you take it out from, but you fill both up from there. So it's a storage shed with some storage for liquid fertiliser and herbicide. Next along from that is the big shed. That's this one here, 150 grand. Slot count on that is 13, comes down to 1. Next to that, we've got the big Thru shed. That one was also 13 slots, and it comes down to 170 grand. We've then got this one here, silage silo shed. This is 160 grand. Slot count on this one was 11. Left hand side is a silage clamp. Right hand side is just storage for grain type crops or vehicles or whatever you want. So that's the silage side. That's not. And we come to this one, which is bulk storage. The bulk storage is 170 grand. Slot count on that was 12. We'll have a look at that as well in a moment. Which brings us to the last one, which is this one here, the silo shed, 400,000 litre capacity, storage silos. You've got storage to the side, and we've got a farm silo. That's a standard crop types. It's not a multi-fruit, but it will do seed as well. So you can do standard crop types plus seed. In that one, 240 grand. Slot count will come down from 20 to 1. So, coming around to this one, we can open the doors here. All really nice. We can turn on the shed lights. And as I said, we can fill this up. At the moment it is empty. So we can do herbicide up to 50,000 litres. Click on that again. We can do liquid fertiliser, 220,000 litres. In increments up, as you can with a lot of these types of silos that you can fill up yourself. And as I said, I'm sure it was liquid fertiliser at the front, and if we go around to the back, was herbicide. It could be the other way around. Either way, you know, this one side or the other. I'm sure it was that way around. We've got some racking as well for storing of pallets and things if you want to put pallets around here as well. Very nicely made, very nicely detailed. So the next one was the big shed. Opens at the front. Turn on shed lights, nice and bright. So the other one was that, but drive-through. So we've got doors at the back as well that can open. Again, shed lights on, but we can have it completely drive-through. I like the fact it's sort of the double door opening. So it's not just the central section, it's a really wide opening when that opens right out. Very cool. This one was the one with the silage clamp. So if we come into here, that will say fill level chaff and compacting on the left hand side. We've got shed lights in here as well. On the right hand side, when we come into there, you don't get that option. We have got lights, but that's not a silo, a silage clamp, should I say. Steps up the middle, like that. And this one was your sort of grain storage, but again, this could be for anything. But we have got these nice sort of mesh cloth shutters that come down the front to protect from insects, that sort of thing, bugs. But you can store crops. There's 4 sections, 2 at the front, 2 at the back, depending which way around you put it. With lighting as well. Shutters front and rear. Then we come around to the silo itself. Storage to the side, silo to the right. This is not a drive-through though. This is an in and out, so you have to back in to unload or load. But plenty of space. Very nicely made and nicely detailed. That's the Wooden Shed Pack 2 by VX Mapping. Next we've got the storage sheds. Now each of these, the slot counts on these are 10s, 11s, 12s and 13s. They're 32,000 or 95,000 depending which you go for. You've got an option in each one of without solar panels or with solar panels. Without solar panels, 32 grand. With solar panels, 95 grand. The solar panels, we'll have a look. I can't remember what it was now per month, per calendar month you will earn. But these are bale and pallet storages. They will do 250 in each one, and we've got slightly different designs. I tried this out. This is my second time of recording this. I'll explain what I say in a little while. When I got to about here, it took the bales and pallets in, no problem at all. Then you go to your trigger here, as you do with any bale and pallet storage now. Click on the item you want, how many of those pallets you want, and when it brings them out, it will put them into this hazard marked area here. So that's the first one, which is completely open. I'm assuming the lights on these are automatic. Actually, I think they are. I'll write it down an A next to my notes. So that one's completely open all the way around. This one's open at the end and brick. Also 250 bales and pallets. Same with putting in, just took the bales straight away. This one's smooth sided, sort of plaster sided rather than brick sided. Like I said, all of them 250. Then we move to this style brick, which is not open at all. We've just got a little doorway here. It takes them from you here, and the same thing, just go onto here, click on what you want, it'll bring it out, and it stores it all in here. You can kind of come in and have a look and see what's in it. It's all very lovely. And then we've got the plaster version of that to the side. So we go into here and we go to our silos, is where you'll find these. So as I said, we've got 2 in each. So the open ones we looked at already, 95 grand for the solar panels, 5,280 per calendar month you will earn if you've got the solar panel version. So this is the one here. So we've got that in with solar panel or without solar panel. As I said, slot counts range from 10s up to 13s, so there's not horrendous. And then we've got the brick version there, again solar panel or without solar panel. Then that one there, with and without. That one there, with and without. And then that one there, with and without. They work. I did try them out. Happy days. The storage sheds are by... Oh, I didn't say it was by. I'm so sorry. 48.73 megabytes download by Oito. Getting excited, getting over it, ahead of myself here, aren't I? Oito, 48.73 megabytes download. Apologies for that. That's the storage sheds. Next, we've got these. This is the small modular bunker silo pack. This is by Agrar modding. These are interesting. 9.05 megabytes download. These are 3s and 2s on the slot count. As you can see, it looks a little bit unusual because these are truly modular. If we go into our build mode and again to silos and we start here, so we have got 2 different sorts. We've got drive-through, like this one here, and we've got the drive-through in a 6 meter by 26, we've got a 7 meter by 32, and we've got an 8 meter by 40. Then we've got the closed in, which is this one here, so we've got a solid back on that, which is raised, so you can kind of tip from the back if you want to. Also in a 6 by 26, a 7 by 32, and an 8 by 40. So I've got one of the drive-through and one of the open. I can't remember what I went for. I think it was a 6 by 26. And I think that one might have been a 7 by 32. But, so the silos are all there. 20,000, 30,000, 40, 25, 35, 45, depending on which option you go for. And then as you scroll further along, we've got these. So in the various different sizes, this one is a 6 by 26. We've got Verge Type A in the different sizes. So 6 by 26, 7 by 32, 8 by 40. So if I go for the 6 by 26, now I can rotate that round. So if I want to go left side or right side, so when you put your silo in, if you want the silo standalone, you can just put those alongside it. If I click now, that puts the verge either side. Those can then be grassed over. You can put trees and bushes on them, that kind of stuff. So you can kind of build them into your farm, however you want to go about it. Now, the other thing we can do, if I come back out of there, if we go for, say, that one there, if I put that there, I can put multiple ones next to each other. So that will automatically go, and so will that. So I can put multiple ones, set them all up like that right next to each other, but it does leave the ends open. So with this style that's closed at the end, we want these ones. So these are Verge Type B, and we've got lefts and rights on these. So if I go for, Got to make sure I went for the right one. 7x32, that was this one, wasn't it? I don't want the left, so that's this one here. So I've already put one that side. So this should go there, like that. Click on that, and it puts the verge in that side. Now, was this the short one? I can't remember which one I went for now. Yeah, that's way too long. So we'll go for left. There we go. So do that side. Then come off that and go for the right version. Do that side. So I've put my 3 bunker silos together, modular, and then put the end caps on. Or if you don't want to do an end cap, you can put these right up against a building. So you can have it set up against a building, you can have it against a wall, you can have it, you know, there's like, it's truly modular silo. Then you fill them up and you compact them. Pretty cool, like that. Small modular bunker silo pack by Agrar Modding. Now we move on to something potentially, well, not potentially problematic, it is problematic. This is the USA White Farm Building Pack by BERNIESCS. 58.81 megabytes to download. I've got an entirely separate list for this because this is a ludicrously large pack. So I'm just going to move my notes because I need them. Now, this pack comes with, when I say a plethora of stuff, it's absolutely insane. We've got all this stuff here, all runs down there, runs all the way back to here. This has got animal pens as well. However, when I first placed this all out, and the screenshot, the thumbnail for this mod review, potential full farm, because the animal pens aren't working properly. Well, they're not for me, so potentially not on console. They might be on PC. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off in our build mode. We're going to start off on sheds, and we'll run through everything that's in this pack, because we start here with this one. So we've got the garage. The garage is 6 slots, 8 grand. Then we've got the medium shed. That starts off at 5 slots. As you can see on the right hand side, the slot counts have come down because I've placed them. We've then got the small shed there, which is 5 slots. We've then got the drive-through shed. Drive-through shed is 5 slots. We've then got big shed. The big shed is 6 slots. We've then got these. Now, as far as I can tell, they all look the same. I'm slightly puzzled. We've got big shed. We've got side shed extension 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what you can do with these, you can actually use them as a side shed extension. You can just put them right up against your shed you've already got, and make sort of little, you know, extensions. That's the whole point. Or you can put 2 of these together if you want to. You can rotate them around, put them up in front, sort of in front of each other, next to each other, if you can line them up properly. And you can make a little mini shed if you want. So those ones are 4 slots each, which come down to 1. We have then got under silos, out on the end here, we have got a manure pit. The manure pit is 4 slots, 4 million litres. We've got the bunker silo. The bunker silo is 6 slots. Then we go to containers, and we've got a water tower, which is just there. The water tower is 5 slots. We then come out of there. We go to farmhouses. Just there. 50 grand for the farmhouse, which is this one just here. The farmhouse is 28 slots, which comes down to 2. We then go from there to productions, and we've got the fermenter. So we've got a fermenting silo. The fermenting silo is 6 slots, which comes down to 1. We then go to greenhouses, and out on the end there, we've got the vegetable garden. 3 grand. Slot count on that is 6, which comes down to 1. That's just there. Just requires water, that's all. We then go to generators. Out on the end, we've got the windmill, 4,800 per calendar month. The windmill will earn you if you place the windmill. Stock count on the windmill is 4, which will come down to 1. We then go to decoration, to others, and we have got just here, we've got the US flag. US flag is 2 slots. We've got the farm sign, the white farm. That's 2 slots. And then we've got pallet racking, just there. Pallet racking is 4 slots, and you can place that right up against buildings as well for storing things. Now, I'm not going to go on to the animals. because every time I clicked on that, or so I say that the first time I clicked on it, I placed the cow barn. The cow barn is 28 slots, will hold 45 cows. It's got some storage in it as well, like I think pallet and bale storage. There's a pig barn which is 33 slots and it will hold 150. Chicken pasture, 6 slots, 360 chickens, and a dog house for 5 slots. But the first time I placed them, I placed the cow barn. When I placed the pig barn and the chicken pasture, it wouldn't come off the placing thing, it just kept spinning. And then it stopped. Fine, let me place it. Then I thought, if I'm going to set up a little farm, I'll demolish a couple of them and I'll just replace where they're going to go. It wouldn't let me demolish the pig barn or the chicken pasture. I just could not get rid of them. So I thought, okay, I'll just have to leave it as it is. So I went off to get some Turmix ration, bought the Turmix ration back, put that in for the cows, went to go and put some pigs into the pig barn, and I just walked straight through the building. I couldn't access any of the triggers, nothing would work for the pig barn or the chickens. So I thought, okay. So I came out the game, came back in again, clicked on animals, which I'm not going to do, and everything froze. I could not get out of the menu, I couldn't place them, I couldn't demolish anything. Everything I'd placed already was no good. So I had to come back up the game again. I tried it a third time, it did exactly the same. Everything else I've placed today, placed no problem at all. It was as soon as I did the animals as part of this pack, the US White Farm, that everything went to pieces. Everything froze, nothing would work, and I had to just come out the game. So be warned, it may work for you, it may work on PC, it may be this map that's causing it, it could be a mod conflict with something else on here as well, but everything was fine until I tried to place the animals. Everything else was placed absolutely perfectly. So, like I say, just a word of warning. So sheds and buildings, we have got lights, open barn with lights, drive-through. Oh, this is a small one with lights. Then it's the drive-through. The big shed. Then we've got the side. Now, like I say, I'm trying to say, I put both those next to each other. Is one slightly higher than the other? I can't. Possibly. I thought the price was the same. And the same with these two. So these are extensions 1, 2, 3 and 4. There's going to be something really obvious that's different about them, isn't there? Then we've got the manure pit, silage clamp, water tower, the farmhouse we can go into. A wardrobe triggers out the back here in the little workshop. The door's open all the way around. We can go in this way, or we can go in through the main door as well, of course. Nice little kitchen area with our sleep trigger just here, and this is the front door, the way you're supposed to go in probably. Then we've got the fermenter silo. Just there, grass silage, hay silage, chaff silage and straw silage. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Recipes or cycles per month are 120, but the recipes are 1,000 to 1,000, so it'll be fairly quick. The vegetable garden, which is next door, tomatoes, lettuce and strawberries, can be done. Water gets put in. We can turn them all on. And obviously it requires water for them to grow. There's no cover for this. It's just like that. A windmill, generating power. Flag. White farm sign. And our pallet racking. So yeah, apologies about the animal triggers. I'm assuming this will get an update. I just have to make people aware of what I have found. So there we go. That's what I found. That's the USA White Farm Building Pack by BERNIESCS. Next we've got this. This is the Lizard HL trailer by Holzs FS, 16.5 megabytes download. We have got a little camper, I suppose, a little holiday shed. 7 slots, you'll find it under miscellaneous. We've then got the trailer, and the trailer comes in various different configurations. We've got a bale trailer, we've got small, we've got a medium, we've got a large. All the way up to large, including the side extensions all the way up. That will take everything. So the large one isn't just silage, forage crops, it will do everything. We've then got this one here, which is the what was the word for the cattle truck, I think it was. And then we've got a liquids one which will hold 3,000 litres of liquids. It will do all your liquids apart from milk. So it will do liquid fertiliser, herbicides, water, but it won't do milk. And over the back there if you go for this back, weirdly it does work with the bale back as well, but it looks weird. You'll see why. With this back here, we've got an animal transport that goes with this as well. If you put it onto just the bale one, which it will attach to, that bottom section is open. I've got pigs in there at the moment. 8 pigs. So yeah, it does a whole load of stuff. As you can see, they all hook together, so you can make up a nice long chain of equipment and machinery. But this one, you can bring out and attach it to your trailer. We can enter the vehicle, like so. Unfold the camping trailer, which does that. And because we've entered it, we're sitting there, very happy, look, just enjoying our holiday. Unfold it. No, not unfold it. We want to open cover, which opens that window and the window at the back. And down there, we've got a little Jenny sitting there. If we start the engine, starts the generator up, which turns our lights on. You can go into it just like that. Now, this does say in the description, it doesn't have a sleep trigger, but if you get a portable sleep trigger, you can bring. I think there's a pillow, isn't there? There's a pillow. There's a holdall. You can use those and have it as your sleep trigger if you want to. Stop engine. Close cover. Fold that up. That will continue to fold. So, under miscellaneous is where you'll find the camping trailer. As I said, that's 7 slots. Slot count comes down to 1. No options available. Well, rim colour. Sorry, I was always saying no options available. I mean, like sort of general, but rim colour we've got option on there. Then we come out of there. We go to animal transport. That's where you find the animal transport back for that. That'll do 5 cows, 8 pigs, 8 sheep, 4 horses. We've got design 1, design 2. Design 2, we can change the colour to anything on that palette, and that becomes more relevant when you see the bottom section of this. And then we go to trailers. And there's your trailer HL. So the animal trailer is 3 slots. This is 9 slots, which comes down to 1. 2,800, that's all. So we've got the bale trailer. We've got standard at 8,000 litres. Extension at 12,000 litres. Extension, 15,000 litres. You've then got the cattle truck body base, and that's what you need for the animal back to go on it. And then you've got the liquid transport at 3,000 litre. And then we can go through, carry on from there. We've got a wooden version, which goes to all the same options, but just a wooden version. Now, design 1 and design 2 is the base, so you can have it a flat metal base, same colour as your, or yeah, I think this is wood anyway, it's just painted, or just a wooden bottom. So that's design 1 and 2. Then we've got design colour, anything on that palette, rim colour, anything on that palette, and that will roll through whatever options you go for. So yeah, pretty cool pack that. With this one, when you've got it attached, unfold the livestock trailer, does that. Now I'm wondering whether or not you shouldn't be able to. No, if I do that, yeah, that's a bit weird. So if you detach from it, it takes the bottom section out and puts it onto those stands, as you can see. Then the pigs are left floating in the air, so you don't really want to do that. You want to attach it back up so the pigs aren't, or whatever animals you've got in there. But you can daisy chain these together as well, so you could have multiple ones, so you could run out, have 4 of these and have all your different animals in each one as you go out. Very nice indeed. That's the Lizard HL trailer by Holzs FS. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard T544/1 by JMZ, 6.92 megabytes download, 7 slots on console, 12 meter spread width, 6,700 litre capacity. This is a slurry digestate spreader, so you will find it under slurry tanks. Just there, 9,800, 80 horsepower required. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Continental, Vredestein, BKT, Michelin, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. Under Trelleborg we have got Continental, just those. Under Vredestein, BKT, Michelin, just that. Nokian, just that. Back to Trelleborg. We've got fenders 1, 2 or off. We've got pipe, yes or no. Decals, we've got yes, without logo. No takes them all off, but it does leave the K Ross sticker on the back there, which you can take on or off as well if you want to. Main colour, does all of that. Design colour does the pump. And then the next design colour does the pipe. Rim colour, anything on that palette. And license plate option 2. With most slurry, well, most fertiliser, slurry, digestate, liquid fertiliser, we can do double application rate. I'll unfold it first, which puts the splash plate in place. Turn it on, and we'll put it on single application, so it'll run at 11 miles an hour with our 12 metre spread width. If I activate double application rate, turn it on again, it slows us right down to 5, well, between 5 and 6, but we are putting twice the amount down, so we're getting both our fertilising states done in one go. Lovely jubbly, as they say. That's the Lizard T544/1 by JMZ. Next, we've got this. This is the Alpego DF pack by A-ndrea. It is 25.38 megabytes download. There are 13 slot seats. There are 2 of these. There's a 4 metre and a 5 metre. I've gone for the 5 metre. You'll find these under power harrows because that's what they are. 18 grand, 13 slots, 4 metre, 120 horsepower required. And then we've got the 5 metre, 180 horsepower required. Options are the same on each one. We've got spiral rollers in the back, cage roller, packer roller. We've got track breaker on the front, yes or no. And then we've got power shafts to the PTO. We've got yellow or black. Same on the 5 metre as well. Turn that on. When you get it, it's unfolded. But the fold and unfold, really nice animation. Very smooth, nice sound effects, nice animations. Turn it on, pop it down. So as you can see, shallow cultivation, because I've already done cultivation on the left hand side, and we're cultivating the crop there. So that's if you're cultivating on top of a crop. If you want to get a smooth seed bed after you've done ploughing, it will just give you a regular cultivated look, just like that. Very nice bit of kit that. Like I say, I like the animation, all the detail for the folding and unfolding, all the clips, all the things moving. Very cool. The Alpego DF pack by A-ndrea. Next, we've got this. This is the Case IH Concord air drill system. This is by Casearias Modding. 33.34 megabytes download. This is a direct drill. We've got the front Concord 2400 tank, 11 slots, 11,220 litres total, split between seed and fertiliser. And then we've got the SDX30, which is 12 slots. That's the actual seed drill part of that. As I said, it is a direct drill, 9.1 metres. You'll find these under seeders. Now this is what's brilliant. For a 9.1 metre direct drill, 18 grand for that tank. So the slot count on that comes down from 11 to 1. Options on this, we have got Lizard and we've got Frankenstein. No options within those, just those 2 options. We've got a fill auger, yes or no. If you like using the augers, you can have one. You don't have to. It will fill up from tanks and next to containers and stuff, but there's a fill auger option. The main colour, that's for the tube and stuff on the auger, and the pipe work are like that. And then the actual SDX30 slot count was, what did I say that was? 12, which comes down to 144 horsepower required. So the tyre options this, we've got 11L15 and we've got 31 by 13 5 by 15s, so we can change those. Then you've got a rear attacher design like that, or like that. So you can have a rear attach, you can put another tank or another bit of equipment on the back of that if you want. I'm just thinking actually you could probably... No, I don't think you're supposed to. I wonder if you could switch these around the other way. Maybe we'll give that a go. Secondary colour and then drawbar colour. We can change from red to black if you want. So, start this up. if you've gone for the, I mean you can open the tank anyway, but if you've gone for the auger, if we open cover, it will do that, and that will do the front one, which is your fertilizer. And then open next cover, we'll switch it to your seed, press it again, and it'll put it away. Let me unfold. Like I said, this is a direct drill. Well, that's interesting. We are seeding at the speed off the vehicle. We're down to 18, 19, that's continuing to accelerate. I was not expecting that. Hang on a minute, what just happened there? That definitely says 7 miles an hour. I mean, you know, that was pretty impressive. That time was off. So what I was going to do was detach that. I'm not sure if it'll work the other way around. So I just, maybe I just did the wrong way around, maybe? Yeah, it won't hook up that way round, so it does have to be that way round. But we do have a rear trail hitch, so if you want to run more seed and another cart behind, or you know, or more fertiliser, whatever you want to do, you absolutely can. That's impressive. I like that. So it might only be 9.1 metres wide, but at that speed, I'm sure that's not supposed to do that. Anyway, that's the Casearias Concord air drill system by Casearias Modding. Very cool indeed. Next, we have this. This is representative. This is the HSK series. There are 6 of these in this pack. This is by Nasif Modding, AJ3D, Erik, Isaac and Agro mods. 34.68 megabytes download, 19 slots each. There are a couple of differences between the various different ones. Horsepower requirements, there's a couple of different options for the back sections, but most of the options are the same on all of these. So I've got one to be representative. If we go to our vehicles and we go to our trucks and we start there with the LS 1938, I said 19 slots for each one. That one goes up to, or that one is set at 380 horsepower. So we've got the 4x2 ARG, 4x2 and the 6x2. So some of these have got that and that. Some of them have that as well, and then some of them have a 6x4. 6x4? Yeah, I'm sure it's 6x4, but not all of them do. But the rest of these options on these, so we've got front grille design 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's the same on all of them. Wheel design, we've got no, hubcap with air, hubcap 2, hubcap with air 2. That's the same on all of them. We've got radio antenna, no, left, right, both, or off. That's the same on all. Mirrors, we've got plastic, primary colour of the vehicle, chromed, or back to plastic. That's the same on all. Latches, we've got plastic surround, we've got primary colour surround, chrome surround, back to plastic. That's the same. Fuel tanks, this is the strapping around the tanks. We've got plastic, primary, chrome, or off. That's the same on all of them. Decorative lanterns on the back, yellow, red, green, blue, back. That's the same on all of them. Frontal suspension, yes or no, same on all. Then on the steps we've got nothing, so we've got stair lights, design 1, design 2 and design 3, same on all. And then we've got main colour, anything on that palette. Front grille does that. Design colour, let's go for something else that stands out, does that. Fender, so the back section you can mix and match with your vehicle, however you want to go about it. And then rim colour, we've got a black, silver, stainless steel and a chrome. to choose from. So that's the first one. The LS1632, we've got that and that, but it doesn't have the 6x2 on that one. And that one is 320 horsepower set. All the other options are exactly the same. The LS1620, we've got that one, yep, just those two. But this one we've got engine options 211, 231 horsepower. All the other options are the same. This one, just those two. This one we've got 240, 261 for our horsepowers. This one, there we go, we've got 6x2 as well, and the 6x4. So this is where we get onto those options. Engine setup on this one, 340 or 360. All the other options are the same. And then we've got the Atron on the end, which is a bit more expensive. And this has got those 4 options as well, with the 6x4 as well. But no other options on that. 340 horsepower is the highest that one goes. And as far as I could tell, all the options, the rest of it. Oh, hang on. No, there was an option. What was the one? A couple of these had another option. What was it? It was exhaust. There we go. A couple of these have got an exhaust option as well. So you've got standard exhaust, design 1. So it puts a standard or a double exhaust on. So, a whole load to choose from. There are slight differences in them, but the options are pretty much the same. I don't know. It's got a standard reverse alarm, which is nice. Which is cool. Then we have got open cover for our front suspension. If you want to put it in racing mode. Lights. Interior. L1 and raise front loader tool. So we can adjust our mirrors, which I like that because actually it does give you a really good option on that. And then R1, we can do the same on that side, R1, and move our right stick for our mirrors that side as well. I went for the green lights in the back of this one. Now those ones that had the longer back on them, I went for the clear lights or the white side stair lights on this one. I think it's red, orange and white. Those longer backs that don't have a 5th wheel, there's a few different mod packs by Nasif Modding, AJ3D, Erik, Isaac and Agro mods that have different attachments that can go on the back. So the ones that had the that one, the 4x2 ARG, it doesn't have a 5th wheel, but there are a load of different mods that come, not with this, but that they have produced that do have backs that will go on these. So that's the HSK series by Nasif Modding, AJ3D, Erik, Isaac and Agro mods. Next we've got this, we've got the, I love this, this is the New Holland Flying Beetle. I did it in black and then realised I had all the covers that open. I thought it looked like one of those little flying beetles. It's an amazing looking thing. This is the New Holland FR450, yes, by Agro Tonho. 16.8 megabytes download, 13 slots on console. The base model is cheap as chips. It's very cool indeed. I'm going to jump in. If we go to our forage harvesters, looking at the prices, 380, 395, 449, 452, 515, 185 grand for the base model, but that goes up to the FR780. This one, we can go 450, 500, 600, 700, 850. Adds 176 grand on, but that puts it at 361,000. So for an 824 horsepower forage harvester, it's still cheaper than getting the FR780, which is pretty cool. I went for the 450 because it was a nice cheap option. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Vredestein, and back again. Now in each of those, and it literally just comes down to which tread pattern you like, we have got now Crawler Track and Crawler Track 2. I went through on all of them, and I couldn't see what changed between crawler track 1 and crawler track 2. There's got to be something, but I couldn't work out what it was. Anyway, so those are all the, and like I say, those options are available on all of them. If we go to Registein, I can go through wide, transport, transport 2, twin wheels 2, crawler track 2, and back in. So all of them have that option. We've got glass tints, we've got stickers, black or standard, and then we've got the bodywork, yellow or black, cabin yellow or black, pipe yellow or black, then rim colour if you want to go full stealth. Boom. Very cool. Oops, start it up. So pipe in and out. Pretty quick. Beacons, lights, horn. Now at the moment I'm on control group covers 2. Press triangle, it goes to inside. It starts on inside, but because I've got the covers open, so R1 and right stick side to side and up and down does the rear ones. L1 right stick up and down and side to side does the front ones. And then L1 R1 and right stick up and down does the rear cover. I'll go to inside, right stick up and down does our steering wheel, so we can move our steering wheel. R1 right stick up and down raises and lowers the seat, and forwards and backwards does that. So we've got movement forwards and backwards and up and down on our seat, like so. L1 R1, and we've got left door opens and closes, right door opens and closes. Sounds great too. Very cool. So there we go. That's the New Holland FR450 by Agro Tonho. Which brings me on to the last of the mods. This is why this mod review's taken a while to get released. The mods got dropped really early today, but because I had to come out of the game and I lost everything I'd done twice, I was going to save it, and then it wouldn't let me. Apologies for that. So yeah, we have got a new map out, which I'm going to try and get onto, because tomorrow I'm heading off, because we're heading to FarmCon Friday. I've got an early flight Friday, so I'm heading off tomorrow to the airport, so I'm going to get as much done as I possibly can. And like I said, hopefully we'll get some footage and stuff to show you from FarmCon, but we'll see how that goes. So the map Glenleithan by Cavalier Roy has come out today as well. But the last of the mods for today is the Claas Lexion 410-440 by EAD123, 48.79 megabytes download, 16 slots on console with now 8,000 litre tank. The Claas green is an interesting green on this one. I thought there might be a load of different options to change the, but it's just, yeah, it's quite a vibrant green. But this you'll find on the regular harvesters. Out on the end there, 195 grand. Again, not too expensive to be fair for an 8,000 litre harvester. We can have it 196 horsepower, 225, 260, 320. Those are our options. We've got the option of Trelleborg, BKT, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg, and we've got under Trelleborg, under BKT, Continental, Michelin. Michelin has the most options. Mitas, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. Got cabin old with square lighting, cabin new. Actually, it's all square lighting. It just changes, and it changes the decals as well. It's got old and new. Extra front lights, yes or no. Side beacon light, yes or no. We've got old short pipe, old long pipe, so it's the attachment, the nozzle on the end. Then we've got new short pipe, new long pipe. Main colour. Now when you go Claas green, it just changes the bottom section, so that's the green you get. And then license plate option on there. 2. Jump on, start it up. Beacons, lights. So we've gone for the extra front lights as well, quite handy. Beacon on the side if you have the side beacon. Turn the lights off. Horn, pipe out. I went for the long new. It does have a light on the auger as well, on the pipe. Unfold harvester. There's no doors or windows that open on this one. And then if you want to, this sounds good as well. Enable or disable straw swath. I like that. Interior. Farm dog loves the interior on this, absolutely loves it. And that's it. That's the Claas Lexion 410 440 by EAD123. That's it for the mods for today, Wednesday the 28th of June. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.